Merry Christmas, Troy.
Abed, you look gleeful.
Troy, don't you think it might actually be fun doing this Christmas pageant for the Glee Club?
Abed, we hate the Glee Club.
Yeah. I guess I just like liking things.
Abed. Look, you know I'd do anything you did, but I'm a Jehovah's Witness. We're not supposed to celebrate Christmas.
I've been thinking about that. I may have a loophole. What if you were a Jehovah's Witness that was merely pretending to be into Christmas, gathering clues and blending in to take down the holidays from within?
You mean like a spy investigating? Making it seem like I'm celebrating when actually I'm infiltrating Santa's operation? Yoip! Going deep, cover past enemy lines, making everybody think I'm on the Christmas side. Rocking warm sweaters, hanging big ass lights. If the fat man can see me, always gotta look right. I watch all the TV specials that I never could.
I still am really confused at what your pacing is for this. I'll be honest, I haven't listened to it. I lived it, so I'm good. But I just was wondering because we never introduce ourselves.
Kind of figuring it out on the way.
That's fair.
It's been a fun whiplash of a ride.
Fair. Well, okay, I got hi, I'm Leland.
Okay, we're gonna start.
Well, we might as well.
Big night comes, it's time to set the bait. Cold milk, hot cookies, decorate a plate. And he'll come down the chimney and it will be just him and me, but he won't know we're enemies cause don't play sincere. Bring a trap like that, hug on tight, get on his lap and tell him he can come back every year. Cause I am Jehovah's most secret witness, so I might have to dedicate my life to Christmas and act just like I love it till the day I
You've actually decided when we start every podcast so far.
Well, it's because I'm tired of us staring at each other going, when are we going to start?
That's literally, it's a game that we're playing there.
Yeah.
We just wait to see how long it takes you to actually say, when are we starting?
That's fair.
I'll tell you, whatever music I've put in for the intro, the latest has been like 9.5 to 10 minutes.
Jesus.
Because that's just when you cracked.
By the way, I'm Jordan.
It is my favorite game, and I am sick, Anthony.
We've only played it 3 times.
Oh, but it is my new favorite game.
It's really
and I'm
fun.
kind of bummed because
now that I know, you didn't have to tell me.
yeah, but the problem, it's a fucking conundrum I've been in because on one hand, I want to like say it out loud and be like, we got you.
Sure.
But on the other hand, I'm like, now he's aware of it, and now it might not ever happen again. But
I'm pretty consistent.
yeah, I do also feel like, but there's a good chance. There's a good chance you can still make him crack, even though he knows that's when the podcast starts.
As one person who does a lot of podcasts, I know how to get this shit going. It's like,
But no, it's
podcast pro.
It's when you throw your arms up in the air. It's like, just fucking start this thing already. That's my favorite moment.
It's weird
Because even even at the table, I hear the music immediately start. Like just random music, like boom, ba da dun 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 dun.
That's the new theme song, by the way.
Yeah,
What he just did.
Thank God.
we're
I
gonna
don't-
auto tune it and put a beat on it.
Thank God I don't listen. Okay, so none of us have spoken about Rogue One to each other.
Yes.
Very true.
Are you huge into the Star Wars world?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I just checking. I didn't know. Like,
Check, gauging you.
I'm like,
Dropping
bottom
the
line,
dipstick
you
in.
never rolled up in one of these, so I just,
Which is a Batman the Animated Series T-shirt with Batman replaces with Vader, but in that
Oh, but
Bruce
I
Timm
unzipped
style.
my dick came out. That was what that was.
No, I'm talking about the tattoo that's on your dick.
Bro, Bryce.
You just put right on your balls.
You have to wait for it to be fully extended, though.
What was that?
You got to climb down the Prince Albert to get there.
Jesus Christ. No, did we all like it?
I've had to kind of sit and digest it some because
You just saw it last night.
Just last night.
Are you over the weekend?
Yeah.
Like I've had a week and a half
Yeah,
because
you've-
I saw
and
a
you've seen it
screening
twice.
and I saw it twice.
Yeah.
So like, and it's you notice a hell of a lot more the second time
bet.
around, but the movie is still good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's absolutely good. It is now the new darkest Star Wars film.
Yes, it
which
is.
not to say that it's a dark film. It's just by comparison, it's dark for Star Wars.
Pretty dark.
It's
also-
oh, go ahead.
It's also the most different Star Wars film ever.
And
Yes.
thank God. And
Yes.
that's why it's
Yeah.
so good. Because I've said it, I'm tired of the Skywalker clan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you got 7 motherfucking movies.
Eight
Gonna be
coming up.
No, but I'm
Gonna be nine.
that we have seen 7.
Yes.
It's nice to see one where they're like, hey, you know, there's other people in this galaxy. It's a long, far, far away.
Yeah.
Oh, there is, and that's what I really dug it.
And all those things I did like about the film, but I can't even now help but feel kind of like I'm missing those things. Like I'm
not.
There was
I'm
no
not.
there was no big lightsaber scene.
Oh, yes, there was, son.
There was.
but you
The
know,
best lightsaber scene
The scariest
ever.
Should we
lightsaber
just-
scene.
Oh, fuck this. Everyone has seen
we
it.
should have said spoilers.
Oh, no, screw them. It's been out. They saw it. Everyone's. If you haven't seen it, who the fuck are you?
It's been out a week by the time this
It made
podcast comes
$200
out.
million. The world saw it.
But like, and there's also a kind of John Williams score, but it's not John Williams.
Yeah,
and
but it's
that-
Michael something
and
long
it's good.
Italian, and I
it's-
love it.
It's good, and it's definitely reminiscent of John Williams, but
Yeah.
it definitely sounds like someone doing John Williams, but not in a bad way.
No. But
I don't
did
wanna
you
make
hear?
it sound
They
bad.
only gave. Well, because it's not a Star Wars film.
Yeah.
And
That's
no
why the
crawl.
star. Yeah,
No Crawl
I
kind
don't.
of turned me
didn't
inside
bug
a
me at
little.
all. I thought it was fantastic. I was like, good. I don't got to read.
Like there's traditions. There's traditions to a Star Wars movie that 7 films have instilled in me.
Not a Star Wars film.
But it is a Star Wars film.
No, I disagree.
It's a Star Wars story.
There he is. It's a story, not a movie. It doesn't deal with the saga.
Pretty sure those were 24
It deals
frames
with
a
the
second.
no. It deals with the saga in the sense that without this movie, we wouldn't even have a motherfucking saga. If you really want to talk about the
So
snake
doesn't
eating
it
the
then
head.
even make it more important and more like you should call this a film and you should put it in with the others?
I do,
Like,
but I don't think
makes
it.
It makes
I-
it sound like you're trying to keep them separate.
But it is separate.
It is separate. Like the way I see this movie, it's clearly it's in the Star Wars universe, but it's a different genre of movie.
It's totally different genre.
And that's
of film.
it's
a
that's
war
why
movie.
It's a straight up war movie.
he said better what I can't
Okay.
say.
So that's what you mean. And
Yes.
it's not the same style of
Yeah.
film as the rest
It's
of the
kinda like
high
when-
fantasy.
Like when you watch the Harry Potter movies, for
Yeah.
example, like the
Yeah.
first two are kid movies.
Pretty much.
And
Yeah.
then Christopher Columbus realized he's a terrible person and director and left. And they were like, oh, I wonder if we can get like good directors. And they did. And each one of those movies is different
Yeah.
and elevates. Now, granted, that's kind of sticking with the Skywalker clan thing, but
Yeah, it's
I'm using it
9
as an
movies.
example. I like you need different directors. And I feel what JJ did last year
Mm-hmm.
was not only did he bring Star Wars to a new generation,
Yeah.
he reminded the old generation, hey, this is still as good as you remember it being. We had 3 footfalls in the middle there, and we all don't need to discuss those. But here, I'm going to show you that thing that rekindles the love of Star Wars. And this new one was like, okay, we already reminded you what you loved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's just get the fuck into this.
Here's a knee to the face.
And you're just like, this is the knee to the face I have been wanting. And I feel episode 8 is going to be the knee to the groin
Oh,
because we've already introduced those characters.
True.
And now, granted, like I had, there was a commercial online that made me laugh out loud because it was like Rogue One, the best Star Wars film since like the last one. And I was like, okay, that's a weird, it said something stupid like that. But then it goes full of twists and turns. I was like, no, there were literally no twists nor turns in this
Yeah.
movie. The crawl in episode 4 tells you exactly what this movie's about. Like, there should be no surprises.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe Vader. If you didn't see the trailer, then again, who the fuck
well,
were
like
you?
Vader's level of involvement.
Like I told you before, it
Tarkin's
was
kind of a surprise.
I told
Yeah.
Let's talk about how
Okay.
Disney has managed to raise the dead. It's like,
Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
I feel someone needs to stop and go to Disney and be like, y'all doing necromancy? Because y'all raised the dead up in
Pump
this house.
the brakes. I will agree. Michael Douglas and Ant-Man, flawless. Looked amazing.
Flawless. but that was 2 years
Robert-
ago. And the
Robert Downey Jr.
technology has advanced.
Robert Downey Jr. in Civil War.
6
fucking
months ago.
Ripped,
Flawless.
ripped right out of Weird Science. It's amazing. Tarkin always looked a little CG to me.
He looks slightly like a video game character to the extent that they wanted to make sure you realized that
That he
they
was
were
dead and he's been
well,
dead
no,
a
that
long
they were
time. Yeah.
taking. There was an actor behind that,
Yeah.
doing the motion capture, but they wanted to make sure that you knew that they took Peter Cushing from other movies, put his face over that, so that you would be like, "Oh shit, that's Peter fucking Cushing. And I think that's why it looks slightly more CG than it needed to.
Yeah.
But you wanted to hit it home. That guy is from that one movie, and he's been dead for 30 years.
Yeah.
It didn't bug me. I see where you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, I know exactly what you mean.
I can't.
I felt
my brain can't buy it and
out of the
cross the
two-
uncanny valley like it did with the previous.
Sure. Like, out of the two that were in the movie, I felt he was much better than, say, Leia. But
True.
Leia
Yeah.
was so quick it didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Also,
I was
they
already
just,
used to it.
Right. But they also just cut in her one word from that other movie. And we're like,
Yeah.
hope. And you're like, mm-hmm.
That butt though.
Sure. But, like, that wasn't her butt. That's the thing.
I don't know whose butt it was, but
But like
but nice.
the guy that did Tarkin's voice, that is a dead-on imitation.
Is that the guy who was doing it in Clone Wars?
No, it's this other dude
Or,
who's like this skinny guy. He's just a character
Rebels?
actor in fucking England.
Yeah, right
Who, like that was his body, his motion capture, his voice, and
Was
whatever.
Tarkin always that fucking tall?
Yeah, he's Peter Cushing. I think Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee were tall.
I
dudes.
don't, and maybe because he's always standing next to Vader so much.
And he's dwarfed by Vader too.
But like Tarkin next to all the other Imperial officers was like way fucking tall. I was really kind of taken aback. He looked like a fucking Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I think he fought Frankenstein once too. like
Van Helsing versus
I knew he was going to be in the movie because like the rumor mill was going nuts.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there.
But like the moment you saw that silhouette and that glorious hair, and he turned around, and he was just like, I was just like,
I do appreciate the coy reveals for both Tarkin
Sure.
and Leia.
yeah, it wasn't
form.
done
It
cheesy.
it was kind of like, over the shoulder,
Sure.
a little reflection in the glass.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Yeah.
With Leia, it was over the shoulder, and then one cut where it was like bust and down, you didn't see
Yeah.
her head, and then they reveal. Because for a second I thought like, you could get away with it.
You
and
could
be
totally
fine.
get away with it, and I would
Yeah.
I would be like, that's
Yeah.
fine. I'm okay
We
with
know
this.
we know what this is.
I know where this is going.
Yeah.
But did you see when Darth Vader put that dude on the ceiling and cut him in half?
My God.
Motherfucker cut him in half. I was like, you know what? Good thing the thing cauterized the wounds.
Yeah.
Because that room would be red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first time they've actually captured the actual terrifyingness
Yeah.
that is
The
Darth
Oh
Vader.
no, he became the nightmarish character that scared me as a kid again.
Oh my God.
Because I no longer remember there was a tiny bitch inside.
Yeah.
Like the moment, I love he was in the back to tank.
Yeah.
Like you're like,
Yes.
this dude is in so much pain all the time. He just floats.
Yes.
Okay. Notice how every time we went to a planet, they showed us what the name of each planet.
Except that one.
Except that one.
Do you think the Emperor is such a dick that he built his home on Mustafar to remind him every day of where he got fucked up?
That's the only place I can think he was.
I feel
I
like
was,
it is.
I was like, God, the Emperor's an asshole. Like he's like, I'm going to remind you daily.
Yeah. Of what you lost.
Look out your window. That's where your arm was lost. And he just goes,
That's where your wife died.
out there too. He's like, Lord Vader, look out your window today.
See, right there, Obi-Wan left you there.
We have the technology to reattach you, but we won't.
He's such a dick. And I was like, I love the concept that he's floating, just chilling. Like
I guess
it's
the only piece he has is
like
in
I
that
love
box
the
this thing.
concept of
Yeah.
the like. Remember when we saw him in Empire and we were like, oh, he's in that bubble.
Yeah.
And his head's
And it's
off.
pure
and,
oxygen in
And you're
there.
just like, oh, man. And you're like, oh, that dude's in a. No wonder he's angry.
Yeah.
he's like, he's
All the time.
all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
The movie was all about
What about all the non nostalgia stuff of the movie? Like the other 80% of the movie that
Wait,
is
hold
all
on. The
new?
movie was about Darth Vader and then that other shit that just happened around it. For me.
So for the movie, you were only a big fan of like 20 minutes.
No, I thought Jin was really good.
Yeah.
She was cool.
Cassian was a little bit of a hard sell for me.
I'm still on the fence with
I
him.
like him, but he's the super spy. He's a spy.
Yeah.
He's like James Bond, but without all the charm. Like
a
he's
weird
doing
character.
terrible
That accent's
things for the
doing him favors.
rebellion. What's that?
That accent is doing him favors.
Oh, because it's sexy?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sexy as fuck.
Yeah, Diego?
Yeah.
he's-
My My problem.
Gene, no. And the same with her father. Like the moment Hannibal showed up, and he was he's like, I come to me, love you, Jen. I was like, oh,
Speaking
you
of
were
fucking
just.
fathers.
I was like, just kneeing down
Jimmy
pussy.
Smith shows up for 30 minutes of a day and doesn't get a fucking line.
What are you talking about? He had a couple lines.
When?
He,
I don't
when
remember no
when
lines.
Mon Mothma leans in and goes, "Your friend, the Jedi," and he goes, "Yes."
I trust her with everything, and he leaves.
He's out. He's in isolation. I will send word for him. I'm like, so
No,
you
he
knew
said
where
her.
He's been? Yeah. No. He said, "I will send word," and she goes, "Do you have someone you can trust?" He goes, "I would trust her with my life."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
We all know who he's talking about. Princess Leia, his
Okay.
adopted daughter, who was dropped off by Obi-Wan.
because my brain first went to, and this is before you kind of realize, oh, this is the seconds before number 4 starts.
Yeah.
My
Seconds.
Yeah.
Seconds.
my brain first thought of Ahsoka Tano.
Oh no, we would have known that.
It'd have been a cool.
Also, you would have heard me screaming from the theater 4 days
Not
ago.
that, not that we would have seen her in the movie, but just a cool kind of like throw to
Sure.
that character.
She would make a wonderful cameo in the Han Solo movie. Like
Maybe.
if she was just a bounty hunter or rogue character saving people out in the Outer Rim and just comes across him in a scene.
Maybe, but I don't want any lightsabers.
Oh
in
no,
the Han
I
Solo
hear
movie.
you. I'm just saying, like, if they were going to pigeonhole her into any kind of movie that's coming up, that would be the one to do it in because it would work out.
What about-
kind of in the sense of, oh, he's out in the Outer Rim. And
What
blah,
about
blah, blah.
what about a Boba Fett movie where he's hunting Ahsoka Tano? Guys, we need to clean up over here.
Like, take my money now.
I need one of the podcast rags. Clean Leland.
I
up.
thought Jin was great. I thought Cassie was fine. K2SO was amazing.
The best.
Yeah, he was the best.
Alan
like-
Tudyk forever.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, good, a sarcastic robot in Star Wars.
Yeah.
But a good sarcastic robot in Star
Like,
Wars.
I'll be there for you because Cassian told me to.
It's like some of the sass of BB-8 with the dryness of 3PO.
Yeah, with the
and-
masculinity
yeah.
of R2D2. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like K2 might be my favorite droid ever now.
he was great. I fucking fell in love with the blind monk.
Yeah.
He is so
Donnie
fucking
I
Yen.
can't
great.
say his name.
Donnie Yen.
No, his name
Oh,
in the
no,
movie.
yeah.
No, he's just Donnie Yen.
Yeah, no, I've been just calling him
Yeah.
the blind monk.
I call him the not Jedi.
yeah,
I
when-
call him Eat Man.
like he was
Man, yeah.
fucking like him and
I could have watched those two just
Oh yeah,
pal
him
around.
and Blaze or Maze.
I don't know, man.
It's one of those two.
think it's
Those
Maze.
two, I would follow those two on an adventure.
Give them a
I was like,
spin-off
what's
movie.
you two been up to? Like,
But like more spoilers. But by the time they die, I already knew like, oh, everyone dies.
Yeah, yeah.
But
yeah,
it was still
the crawl should tell you everyone
sure,
dies.
sure, yeah, like a lot
Now,
of
granted,
people
this
die.
isn't the adventure where many Bothans didn't make it.
No, it's
which,
one
by the
Bothan.
way,
We couldn't have had one
yeah,
Bothan.
I know, seriously. I want to.
Come on.
But I'm like, do we get that movie now? Do I get to see how they get the second Death Star plans?
That'd be great.
Like Rogue 2 is
Rogue 2.
is episode
Electric
5.5. No, yeah, I was still real bummed. Like I knew they were gonna die, but I was real bummed that they went. But fucking so great. Each of their deaths was.
But it was a meaningful
Fantastic.
death.
Yeah.
It was really interesting. My friend who has children, she was saying that they had a very interesting conversation on the drive home because Star Wars doesn't necessarily kill a lot of people unless you're the bad guy.
Yeah. True.
In Han Solo. So, like,
Yeah,
but like,
this new Star Wars is real
right, but
hardcore.
they had, she said it broached a conversation in their car about dying for what's right. Like when you are in war, you are essentially being sent to your death to die for a cause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all these people died believing in one singular thing that was beyond them. Mm-hmm. Is that the right term? Beyond them? Like no,
Yeah,
like,
more than one person. Like maybe in the sense of the needs of the many outweigh the few, the needs of the one.
kind of. I mean, more political than that.
Sure, but like she said, it was an interesting conversation she got to have with her 10 and 6-year-old about like you're sent. War is where you go
That's
to
what
die.
soldiers do.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you are sent to for a mission because you believe in this one thing more than your one self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fair. Like that whole movie is about hope, essentially. Like
Yep.
which is so ironic right now. It's like- I was like, why are there always these parallels in Star Wars at the political time? Like, it's just coincidentally time. Like, there's no way they knew the future.
No,
but like, even when you're watching
Nobody
Palpatine come
knew
to
this
power,
future.
you're just like, is that Bush? Like,
No,
is that
nobody
what's
saw this
happening?
coming in. The script had to have been finished a year and a half ago.
Right.
So it is really weird. As I'm watching this, I'm like, I feel inspired to take it to the streets right now, man.
No,
This shit is
seriously,
real. This shit is now.
Like, you want to pump people up, you show them this movie and go, this is what you're fighting for. Freedom.
Yeah.
You know, your civil liberties.
Yeah.
You know, I've been having because, I love lists. I love a list. I've been having trouble where I put it in the list.
I'm a little trying to figure it out myself.
I find it falls into the snakes eating the head situation because I automatically go Empire first.
Empire would be first.
And then
Yeah,
I
Empire's
go,
always
and then I
first.
feel like I want to go A New Hope second because without A New Hope, we would not have anything else.
Yeah.
But then I go, but without Rogue One, we wouldn't have A New Hope. And
Yeah.
then my brain can't process it.
You can take it back to Phantom Menace though that way.
No, you can't.
If you can,
No, that's number 5.
if you can
that's
have,
5, 6, and 7, right there in the order. They at the end.
if you're saying that you can't have A New Hope without Rogue One, then you can't have Rogue One without Phantom Menace.
I guess if you want to, you know
That's
what?
exactly how you
no,
put it.
and I would agree with you if the Phantom Menace was a good movie.
Oh, okay.
Like,
So it's got to be chronological and good.
actually, you know what? I don't even put Phantom Menace as the worst one. That's number 6 in my mind because I think Part 2 is worse.
And so we just ignore the animated movie altogether.
What animated movie?
Exactly. That fucking with the gay hut.
Oh, you mean the Clone Wars movie?
The Clone Wars animated theatrical release.
3 episodes turned into an animated movie for theatrical release. I don't know if that's technically considered a
Still
movie.
theatrical release.
Eh,
You have to put it
better than the
somewhere.
prequels. Zero the
know,
Hutt
man.
cracks me up.
He does not. He does
Oh,
not
he's
crack me up.
terrible. I think he's a slap in the face for everything I stand for. Yeah. But he has a really pretty feather. It's like-
That's not enough. Not enough for me.
it's like-
I just thought of a real bad joke. I just didn't want to follow through with it, but it made me laugh. So just live with that.
Because what I love most about that movie is that George Lucas was like, I think we should have a hut that sounds like Truman Capote. And Corey Burton was like,
I got it.
I can do that.
I
And they
got
were
this.
like, oh, okay. And then they animated it. And everyone was still like, are we allowing this? And then it went to the theater and he was like, ooh, Count Dooku. And you were like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I guess there are gays in Star Wars. That's cool.
The fucking worst.
And then you found that he was fucking Slice Noodles. And you're like, how does that work?
The tail,
Ew.
I have to assume. All right, you want to pull the list up?
Sure.
All right, let's do this.
Any final thoughts on Rogue One, Jordan?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
movie.
I've noticed that you get blocked out of conversations
It's
often.
fine.
I don't want that to happen.
You guys are hitting a lot of points that I would make, so it's
Yeah.
good. I really like that movie.
So say something we didn't say.
Something you guys did not say.
Not good enough. See, that's why you're third.
Wow. What a
I have all the power.
I got nothing.
No.
How about that Evans and Walrus Man thing? That was cute.
Evans and Walrus? What?
Walrus Man and
Oh, yeah.
I can't
yeah.
say so. It's like Evans or something.
Yeah.
Panda Baba?
Sure.
Ponda Baba is the Walrus Man,
Yeah.
and then it's like Dr. Kizan
Oh,
Evan or
he's a
something like
doctor.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Evans.
Some
Yeah.
fucked
Which
up
you
shit.
only know if you got the figure,
Yeah.
and then later on it was more solidified.
Or,
Yeah.
for him, Wiki.
That was such a weird cameo for them.
It was, but it was just a neat little like.
Yeah.
I see what you did.
Sounds
Yeah, no, I laughed out loud in
Yeah.
They
theaters.
left immediately after that.
Oh, yeah. I was just gonna say,
they went to Tatooine
they were on
within
their
moments.
way.
Like, oh my god, everyone we know is dead. My friend doesn't like you. And
Yeah. Apparently that's what they do. No, you know
I
what they
like
do?
that way better than the Adult Swim version. Like they're there to drink away their sorrows, and fucking Dr. Asshole Face just starts a fight because he's hurting inside, and then fucking dies.
I mean, apparently all they like to do is go to planets and let them know who they don't like. I mean, it's very
Yeah, real on the nose. All right, are we ready for the list?
sure.
Okay, how many are on the list right now?
44.
All right, 44. Ready? Siri, give me a number between 1 and 44.
It's 28.
Thank you, Siri.
It's 28.
Oh,
oh,
buckle up, people.
okay.
Best holiday of the year.
Oh, okay. Remind us what we submitted.
Well, apparently, me and Jordan have a difference of opinion of what Halloween means,
Okay.
and you like Christmas.
You know what? Fitting, because this will be essentially the Christmas
Christmas episode.
yeah.
We didn't plan that, by the way.
No, yeah. You heard Siri. We're not working hard enough to make her talk twice.
Oh no,
We're probably gonna have to end up paying fucking Bill Gates for each one of those.
he's dead.
Oh yeah. No. Well,
Steve Jobs.
We're both wrong.
Oh
not
no,
Bill Gates.
not Bill Gates. You're right.
Not Bill Gates. Anyway. All
The
right.
other white
The
billionaire.
other guy. So I think was this a question that you brought up, Leland, in there?
No, you put it in there.
I put it in there.
Yeah.
Everyone has a favorite, and really, I think for the vast majority of people, it comes down between either Halloween or Christmas. Not to discount either one, but I think on paper, if you take the what each one means and how people interpret it, Christmas just edges out to be better.
Yeah, because there's more fucking religious people.
I've not celebrated a religious Christmas in like 20 years.
Jesus is the reason for the season. So if you're having the season, that's the reason.
No, I don't subscribe to that.
Either do I, because clearly, if you know me, not into Jesus.
It ain't Jesus' birthday.
No,
not.
it is not.
It's a pagan holiday that was appropriated by the Christians.
And Santa ain't got fuck all to do with the Lord.
I think you know, for me, I have to look at what can consist of what would be a holiday.
Okay.
Like to me, I don't consider like Valentine's Day a holiday.
Okay.
Yeah, neither do I.
Or like St. Patrick's Day. Like if you think about, there's probably a major holiday once a month in America.
At least.
Yeah.
At least. I mean, there's
Like,
a
depending
few,
on how many religions you are.
Sure. Well, no, I'm not counting in religious holidays.
Okay.
So
just like nationally recognized
yeah,
holidays.
now I do count 4th of July as a holiday only
Sure.
for the fact that is probably the most purest American holiday because it literally defines what made America. So let's blow
Yeah.
shit up.
Yeah.
Now, Christmas is a universal holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Every country has some sort of Christmas, whether it be religion-based, pagan-based, or just celebrating something.
I think we say most, sure.
I mean, I would say most. Like a lot of countries that I don't know about their cultural heritage or whatnot, they probably have some sort
Probably
of day.
a winter holiday.
Yeah, that's a better way. Like
Yeah.
a winter holiday.
Yeah.
I have found out in most of my travels on the internet, because I've not gone anywhere, that pretty much every country has some sort of Thanksgiving or a day of thanks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
which I don't count as a holiday because I have my own personal issues with the idea behind Thanksgiving. Now,
Okay,
granted,
fair.
I
That's
get
fair.
it. We all get to eat a lot of fucking food.
Yeah.
But that's not what that holiday's based on,
Sure,
and that
yeah.
upsets me on a level that I sometimes can't even talk about because
Like-
it just frustrates me.
I don't know if I'm just not making anything better by ignoring the origin, but like Thanksgiving to me, we don't recite the Pilgrim story.
No, who the fuck does? I mean, yeah.
To me, like it's purely just become a recognized holiday that the family is required to get together. Someone works real hard and makes a bunch of food, and then everyone else enjoys it.
No, and that's what I feel. Just have it be that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you go to the stores and you go on television and, basically media in
Yeah.
itself.
I do feel that they've toned down.
They have
Indian
toned it down.
Pilgrim.
I'm not going to disagree with
Yeah.
that statement. But you don't see the pilgrim shit as much as you used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has really gone towards the Martha Stewart version. Like, here's a cornucopia full of fruits and vegetables that you put on your table, which I do find more refreshing because I just,
better alternative.
it really bothers me.
Yeah.
But, so in saying that July 4th is probably the truest American holiday that was created, but Halloween is essentially an American holiday created strictly by candy companies and costume makers because they wanted to capitalize on the old world folklore
Yeah.
from England and whatnot, from where we all came from. So it could almost be said Halloween is the real American holiday that isn't celebrated as a sense of America. You know, you don't hear Halloween, oorah, let's blow shit up. But without Halloween, without us traveling from, let's stick with the Pilgrims from England, because that's really what kind of happened.
yeah.
They
That's
brought
where
their
we're from.
folklore from Irish, Scottish, and like English folklore, and they brought it over, and then it kind of morphed into
Sure.
an American pop culture thing that now almost rivals Christmas as a American holiday. I say your top three
really
American
doesn't,
holidays
really
is probably Christmas, Halloween, 4th of July, and then the others fall
Sure.
underneath
Yeah,
what
no,
you
that's-
count as a holiday.
Sure.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I was picking, I'm busting your balls
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
were like, well, I don't count that as a Halloween holiday. And I'm like, yeah, it's because you've never done it right. And that's fair. But I hear you. Now, in saying all that, because obviously I'm falling on the side of Halloween because that's how I roll. I like Christmas a lot.
Yeah.
I love Christmas when it is inspired by the winter solstice.
Okay.
Like, I like when the decorations aren't
Aren't Santa and elves?
Yeah, when it's like, hey, even if it is Santa, I like my Santa like a badass. Before Coca-Cola got him and turned him into what he is, like I like my Santa like horns coming out of the fucking, like a vintage 18th century Victorian Santa.
So,
like,
so your Santa needs to come with a Krampus.
Oh yeah.
That's how your Santa rolls.
And speaking of Krampus, which if you really think about, only kind of became a thing in the last 10 years in the media.
It's only
Yeah.
surfaced as a media
Sure.
story, but
been around for quite a while.
yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
because I'm such a nerd for folklore, I knew about Krampus in like fucking high school. And I would try and tell people and they'd be like, I don't care.
because
They're
it's
like,
metal as fuck.
have you seen that video of the Krampus run in Austria?
I want to.
I've not seen this.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like
I haven't forced myself to do it.
It's like the running of the bulls in Spain,
All right.
where they put up a bunch of blockades,
Yeah.
and a bunch of white people get around and watch some of the best cosplay with like robotics and steam coming out of wings and like
Whoa.
red eyes and horns,
Yeah.
and these Krampuses run down this thing. And if you are one of the viewers, patrons or audience members, I
Sure.
guess,
All
if you
things,
step into the path lane,
Yeah.
they will beat you with sticks because that's what Krampus does. And I'm like, it's like this weird S&M thing, and I'm like,
now,
yes.
does it
Like,
have to be hardcore for you? For
you
that?
mean like, does
Or-
it have to have the guy from Mad Max Fury Road playing a guitar behind it? Yes. Like, I mean, no. Yeah, no, not at all.
like because then like in LA there was the Krampus ball like
Yes.
a week or two ago.
Shit like that's awesome.
Okay, so you're still into it even when it's kind of reappropriated. To
Yeah,
kinda
because it's
sexy.
still fun.
Yeah, okay.
It's giving Christmas
the
something.
metal edge that it's always been missing.
Yes. When I think Santa, his reindeer's black. But like, I just feel that.
Blitzen.
Oh no, Dancer, bro! Like, oh no, it's Dancer. Like name like that. Oh, him and I guess Dancer and Vixen, depending if he
feel
wants a
like-
girl.
Yeah.
Like,
Dancer would
Comet?
be the one.
oh
Comet,
no.
nah.
Comet's really
Comet's
gay.
the hillbilly
Yeah.
reindeer.
Oh, Comet, yeah, string, corn pole, pipe.
He leads through the Appalachians.
Yeah. I just feel that like, and I'm doing a lot of talking. I'll ease off in a minute, but it's just like I like Christmas when it's not stuck in the pigeonhole of well, we have to celebrate the birth of the Christ child.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, that's fine, but there are other things about Christmas
Yeah.
that are kind of nice. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to suffer with your family at church. You can also just have a nice meal, drink some cider, and watch Charlie Brown.
Very
and
good.
you have a nice holiday.
To defend them, I'm fine when it's Christ and Christmas and all that, and because
'Cause
although
that's how it's spelled. I get it.
hey, I just figured that out. No, because like although the holiday or the Christ birth has been kind of relocated to this holiday,
Yeah.
there is no other time for that to occur. So if this is the day that they observe Christ's birth, I think that's a monumentous event in Christian history. So go for it. That's fine. Be Christian on Christmas. 100%. Just don't tell me I can't.
Yeah.
Don't tell me I can't do Christmas my way, because I and everyone else is not shitting on a single thing. That's another thing that I really like about Christmas is that, you know, like, it's fucking cliche, but it is the one time of the year where everyone kind of lets the guard down a little bit and then is more willing to be nicer and kind and do something that maybe they wouldn't do, you know, in the heat of August. So be religious and be Christian in Christmas. Cool. Just don't step on my dick about it when I want to wear a Santa hat and, you know, think about elves and reindeer.
Sure.
Neither one
Yeah.
of them, if done right, is hurting the other one.
Yeah, but when you dress up like a slutty cat, you really learn about yourself. That becomes who you really are.
Yeah, everybody knows, man. Chitara and me.
Wow, you really needed the work to get that in.
Now, I just beat Jordan to it.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Now, you said Halloween. What is it about Halloween that you find appealing?
So
I mean,
Halloween,
other than the witchcraft and the dead can walk among us.
Halloween's my birthday for one thing.
That's also true. I forget that little fact.
Right, he got the day. I was like, if my mother could just held her legs shut for one more week. just like I used to yell, I'm just like, a week, bitch. 1 week, you could have
Keep your
made
knees
it.
together.
No, I'm also an October birthday, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, it's all about, yeah.
Yeah, like one of the reasons why I love Halloween. Halloween's my favorite time of the year.
Sure.
But I don't really consider it a holiday because I'm still in that mindset of school where you don't get the day off for Halloween. And that's always bugged me because Halloween's my birthday. And like back when I was a kid on my birthday, everyone would dress up like, oh yeah, this is for me. This is for my birthday. This is the greatest thing. And I realized that no, it's not. So that's why I don't really consider it much of a holiday.
I'm not going to disagree with that statement. That is
Yeah.
a fair reasoning from your standpoint.
Yeah. But like,
But really, Halloween don't start till dusk anyway. You know, because that's when the
It is the shortest holiday.
when the
Sunset to-
ghosts and goblins come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dusk till dawn.
Pretty much.
And you best let that jack-o'-lantern keep it going. You blow that shit out, you die.
Fucking trouble.
but yeah, I
You
love
die.
Halloween.
But why Halloween over Christmas? Because I assume you also enjoy Christmas.
Oh, yeah, no, I really Christmas is my number 2, but I enjoy Halloween more because throughout just in my life in general, I'm always considered as the other, the weird guy, the black guy that hangs out with the other not black people. I'm always the one that stands out, right? So when Halloween comes around, that's when everyone stands out, and
They
like,
step into your world.
yeah, so it's like now we're all weird together. Everyone can
Yeah.
let their freak flags fly, and it's great. I like that. I want everyone to be themselves finally. But
Comic-Con every weekend.
yeah, exactly. It's Comic-Con or Tuesday. A cosplayer Tuesday was.
Cosplayer Tuesday. That's
Yeah.
the game.
And I would like it for it to be Tuesday all the time.
Yeah, totally.
Well, next year it will be on a Tuesday.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
That is, I will admit that is one drawback from Halloween. If it isn't on a Thursday through Sunday,
Yeah.
it is a lackluster Halloween season because
Yeah.
you're like, oh, a Monday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Thanks, 2016.
Can't wait. Yeah. And granted, in this Halloween, I had fun doing what I did,
Yeah.
but there was a sense of it's a Monday. We're not really
It's-
going to go full tilt this year.
was
We're going
clearly-
to hold it for a couple years, and then we are going to let
Yeah.
the freak hit the fan. Yeah.
It was clearly like, oh, we're observing it here on a Saturday because on the
Yeah.
proper holiday, we don't feel like going out because we got work in the morning.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure attendance was still very high in the large city populations that have Halloween parades and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they weren't as high as they would be, say, on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's
Yeah.
very true.
One of the reasons why Halloween can't compete with Christmas for me is,
You selfish, you want presents?
well, that's a perk. It's a perk for Christmas. I do like things. Honestly, like, I don't think I can explain it away enough. I'm just going to be a hypocrite. Is that Halloween's become too debaucherous for me to respect it?
Continue your thoughts. I have thoughts.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I don't know if it's because I became an adult and it's not necessarily about
No, you became a prude.
fuck off.
What he said. I agree.
Hey, did I not say I'm a hypocrite here too? I kind of want it both ways. Right
And
now,
on Halloween, you can have it both ways.
Wearing
You
horns
play
or not.
Yeah, if you play your cards right, depending on where you go.
you get that angel and the devil.
Certain parties. Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Like it's
true.
There,
We came
there's
together,
such
too.
there's such a juxtaposition between between just pointing at Jordan,
No, he said ew. He would ew.
but no one hears you when you point to Jordan, reaffirming whatever he says.
You did.
I did, and I had to. But the juxtaposition of Halloween when you trick or treat as a kid
Yeah.
to Halloween as an adult, where it's kind of just seems like, oh, well, if I'm going to get laid at any point this year, this seems like the most likely of opportunities. If it's not this, it's New Year. If it's not New Year, it's never.
Wow. Okay. I have a lot of pens. just a lot of pens.
And maybe it's just my perspective of Halloween now as an adult. It just seems like the costume matters a little less. The thought of the costume matters less. The spirit of Halloween. It's like, to me, Halloween is getting way too close to St. Patrick's Day and like Cinco de Mayo holidays.
Two not real holidays.
And we just had Halloween, kind of not a real holiday, but two holidays that are more focused on drinking and debauchery than they are about the spirit of Halloween, which to me isn't the ghosts and goblins, but is more of the freeing aspect of dressing up and pretending to be something else for a night.
Yeah.
Do you have thoughts first?
I'll go first.
Yeah, let's go before the tsuami of Leland just says everything.
The metal skull just hits you in the face.
Yeah, I can understand the whole debauchery thing. 'Cause I mean, as a kid, you have that's one thing I like about Halloween is that you can enjoy it at any point in your life. As a kid, you get to trick or treat. You have candy. You get to dress up as whatever. It's fun. You get old into high school. That's when you start going to these Halloween parties. You have that hot girl over there.
Maybe for you. I was still trick or treating in high school.
I was still trick or treating in high school too. It's my birthday. Why wouldn't I do it?
Real quick, what's the oldest age you trick or treated at?
I was 18, I think.
Not bad. That's pretty good. Leland,
I stopped at 16. I knew better.
you just fucking spoil sport. I was 24.
No, because I was doing other. Okay, let's. All right, I'm not gonna try to cut you off, but I got a good joke and a reason why he still goes to 24. You tiny, you can pass.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying. You know I say that with love.
Yeah.
But you can
And I
pass
didn't-
as a young adult.
I'll say I
Also
didn't trick or treat up,
because you're
up
pretty.
to.
You're pretty.
So if I shave this, I just shave 10 years literally off my face.
It's weird how that happens.
It is.
It's weird how I gained 10.
I didn't trick or treat up to 24. Like I did
Yeah.
stop somewhere around 15.
So you're
16.
saying you just went trick or treating at 24?
Yeah, and then again at 24 with some
Sure.
other early 20 kids.
See, I want to
But
do
rarely
that.
got turned away. Less than a handful
most people
turned
just
away.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah. The reason why I stopped trick or treating
I'm
is
sorry.
Because you discovered alcohol.
no, God no. I didn't start drinking until I was 21.
Me too. Respect.
I can't say that.
But it was because the last time
Respect for early drinking.
Underage drinking.
the last time I went trick or treating, I was because I always hung out with a group of Asian people all the time. I have Asian friends. I grew up in Mira Mesa, whatever.
For everyone else,
Filipino.
that's generally large Asian population in San Diego.
Plus, I'm half Filipino, so I hang out with other Filipinos.
Sure.
And whatever.
Oh, can you make me some lumpia?
I mean, I could. I don't know what accent that was.
Every Filipino I've ever talked to, if you say when they they're Filipino, the white person next to them goes, "Can you make me some lumpia?"
Like as if it's impossible
Yeah, like
for a white guy or a person to just make lumpia.
Oh no, you got Filipino hands.
It'd only be rolled. All right, go ahead.
So we were out trick or treating in my friend's neighborhood, and then we went to this one house, and there's this black lady opened the door, and at the time I was dressed as a samurai, and she's like, "Only black kid dressed as a samurai, huh?" And
Did you smack her and go, "Show enough"?
And that right there, that broke my spirit. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, guys. Like, 'Cause it just,
Like it's Shaft or nothing.
yeah, basically.
Like she wasn't aware how there is a huge black Asian movement in cinema where there's a lot. I mean, we've watched movies. Like you need to educate her.
Teach her about the 36 chambers.
But back at the time, I was just out of high school. Yeah, I was just out of
you'd
high
been
school.
just
I still had just very, very, very low self-esteem. So just something like that is like, I feel bad about that. I don't want to do this anymore, guys.
I don't disagree with any of your statements to you,
Okay.
Anthony. I think you made valid points towards a small group, a large portion of what Halloween means to some people.
Yeah.
My rebuttal is stop hanging out with those people on Halloween. But there are also the other side of that still do. Fuck, I'm going to use the word worship. The embodiment of what it is.
Yeah.
And as you know, I take my Halloween really serious.
Some would say too serious.
Some would. Fuck you, Dad. But it's like, I just feel that for me, there is the debauchery that goes along with it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, but that tends to only be like 18 to 25 when you're in college.
Yeah.
And I feel when those people, I'm generally
Yeah.
giving a blanket over a lot of generalizations here, but those people, when they get out of college, have a family, I would say most of those people start to relive Halloween through the eyes of their kids.
Yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
get to see it again and remember, oh, that's what it was about.
Yeah.
Now, in saying that, though, I feel America is on the verge of a tipping point that we no longer have a trick-or-treating thing. This truck-or-treat shit, or what'd you call it? Trunk-or-treat?
Trunk-or-treat.
Going to the mall, going to theme parks?
Yeah.
No. Stop we need to start a movement, take back Halloween. Like, trick-or-treat lives matter, because I think it's fucked up that a lot of these millennials don't trick-or-treat. We had no trick-or-treaters in our house.
Yeah.
And I live in a neighborhood full
You
of
do.
kids.
You live in like a
so
legit,
it's kind of like,
granted not like the
what's
safest
up?
neighborhood, but
No, 2 blocks away, you don't want to step out your car. But in our set,
Yeah.
we're good in our spot.
100 yards down the road, you're all right.
Fine.
Now-
That's how neighborhoods work.
I have been very disappointed that everywhere I've lived for fucking 10 years or more has had nearly no trick-or-treaters, and it's been a big bummer. And every year I'm like, fuck, man, I don't see it anymore.
It's because
And I
the
agree.
news has scared parents to
Yeah.
death.
And I 100% agree that is happening. But this year, I was rekindled a little inside when my mom told me that her neighborhood just lines out the door.
Well, then good. I'm
of
glad to
kids.
know it's
So
still
It's
happening.
still
That's fantastic,
somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You just got to be like in the really nice neighborhoods now. And I guess
It's upsetting because I remember when we were growing up, every house.
yeah,
If
you
the
just-
lights were off, you just went to the next house. It was like,
Yeah.
they ran out of candy or they're not home. You never once thought, they're just assholes and they're watching,
Yeah,
sports
you
night.
didn't
And
stop
they
until all the lights were out.
yeah.
You know, You
and-
trick or treat 11, 12 at night, and that's going out one way.
Sure.
You get home at 1 o'clock, because you're not going to double back. That's wasted candy time.
I mean, that's pretty late, but and now I've noticed that they send them out at 4,
Yeah.
5 o'clock.
Super
Oh
early.
yeah, well,
Darkness hasn't
that's
fallen
for
yet.
toddlers.
I understand, but I feel that we as a society become so coddled that we're so afraid of the razor blade and the apple. 1, don't give apples. 2, it's been
Never happened.
It's never happened.
Never once.
So it's upsetting on that level for the kids. But when you're that frat guy, that's the guy who ruins Halloween. Like the frat guy and frat girl that don't even they wear the magic lamp over their crotch and they're like, rub it. And you're like, you're awful. Or you're the dude that dressed up you bought that $59.99 Caitlyn Jenner Vanity Fair cover costume because you're a fucking
jeez.
What an
douchebag.
insensitive piece of shit.
Those are the people that I will say ruin Halloween, but they didn't trick or treat. They did as kids, obviously,
Yeah.
because that's what happens. But they were the ones that were in high school. They were like, can't dress up, bro. Too cool. Are you?
Yeah. There's
Like-
the two sides of Halloween. There is still the children out there trick or treating somewhere and
Sure.
Yeah.
dressing up. Like we know those costumes sell. We know it's popular.
Yeah.
And then somewhere around high school, it flips and it becomes the debaucherous side of Halloween. But it's just to me, the debaucherous side always seems to eclipse the fun spirit. And
Yeah.
for me, yeah, I said it. I'm a fucking hypocrite. I do enjoy the debaucherous side. For me, when Halloween comes around, because I'm not at the other point I'll get to in my life, I look for the party. And if I see some girl in a scantily clad costume, fuck it. I'm single now. I'll look. Yes. But
No one's yelling at you for this behavior.
no, no one is. But I'm just saying because of
Like,
what I said
I feel
earlier.
we're getting the brunt end of some anger that we are not saying is wrong.
Because of what I said previously,
No, I got
which
you.
sounded prudish.
Yeah.
There is
Well, that's because you approve.
there is a part of me that looks forward to the point in my life where I eventually settle down because I also want to be the man who like makes his own haunted house in his backyard
Yeah.
and like goes all full 9 with decorations and shit like that because since I was a little kid, I always wanted to be that person.
Yeah.
So there's this middle point for me personally where Halloween is a party holiday and not necessarily a fun holiday. So that's why Christmas to me is better because Christmas always is consistently
When you say
Good.
debauchery, you mean
like-
you mean seeking out the dark forces and joining their hellish brigade, right?
almost. I mean, like, yeah, Jaeger's involved.
Oh,
But-
so we do debauchery different.
Yes, you and I party differently.
I mean, so what I'm hearing is that there's a person dressed as a goat at your party where I'm sacrificing a goat at my party.
Yeah, let's go with that joke and not the virgin joke I was trying to develop in my brain.
I don't think this is. Like I said, I like Christmas.
Yeah.
I have nothing against
And
it.
I like Halloween.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've spent most of my last 15 Halloweens with you.
True.
So I know
We're
you
often
like the
hanging.
Halloween.
You and I, we hit the haunted houses.
Do you know that there is, side note, because this is awesome,
Yeah.
that some cities are doing haunted Christmas houses this year.
What?
Really?
I don't know which cities. I don't think it's any of the ones we live in.
I want to
But like they're like Krampus or like
Yeah.
they dress it up. It's all snowy, and then they do like
Santa's
it's all
sleigh.
it's the same thing as Halloween.
Suck it,
just
Christmas.
with
This is
like
what
Santas.
happens when you put up your fucking decorations in August.
Yeah, that's fuck true. So,
Yeah, Halloween coming for you.
Like, but I mean, I think it's nice that there is there's no light side of Halloween. Okay,
the kid
I guess
aspect
the kid
is-
aspect,
is
yeah,
light,
I
I
guess,
guess, yeah.
but to the Christians, you're still dressing up and worshiping a false god.
Yeah, but
so
they hate everything. So
right?
you
But
can't
I'm
really take
just
their
saying
side.
there's no light side. There's a dark side to Christmas.
True.
Yes.
Which that's where I revel in
That
my
is cool.
Christmas.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, oh, I like my tree to be slightly gothic.
Blood in
You
the
know?
snow.
No, I don't need blood in the snow as long as it's not yellow snow. I'm cool, but like you put a raven on the top of your tree. It don't gotta be an angel.
Yeah, that's true.
Why does LA not have one of these? It has to some.
I'm sure LA
Anywhere
could be the
in
one I
LA.
read it. I didn't dive too into it.
LA
I
needs to
want
have one
to
of
go
these.
to something like this so bad.
That sounds amazing.
But I think living in Southern California, we do have the advantage of doing things like that.
Sure, yeah, we
because
got the
we are
year-round
not
weather.
knee deep in snow.
Yeah.
Like Ohio, I'm pretty sure does not have a haunted house for its
You
Christmas
poor bastards.
because every day is a haunted house for them.
and I think right there that's one thing that puts Christmas over. I mean, Halloween over Christmas for me.
Yeah.
You don't have haunted houses all everywhere. Like,
Granted,
I went to Six Flags last year during their the Halloween thing.
How was it?
It was great.
Because no one talks about their
Yeah.
Halloween.
It's actually really good.
Really?
I went there.
Right
I
on.
rode
It
a
was
bunch of roller
Suicide
coasters.
Squad, right? Was their theme for one of the houses?
That was this year. I didn't go this year.
Oh,
okay.
well, you said
Okay.
last year. I assumed you meant this year.
Yeah.
Because that was
Because why
last
wouldn't
year.
you? He said last year.
I apologize.
It was great because during the day I rode some roller coasters and had a great time, and then
Meh.
it got dark. then all of these haunts opened up, and it was fantastic.
Do they kick you out to readmit you in for the haunted houses?
No.
Or
Oh,
okay.
there's a step up right there from the other two.
Have you been to Knott's
No.
and Universal?
No. I
All
want
right,
to
well,
go to both.
Yeah, his
Both are
scale is
good.
off then.
Like I can't. You can't safely say one is better than the other because
Yeah.
it does stem to what is the theme per year.
Yeah.
Like this year we did Knott's. Last year I did Universal. So it's kind of like you got to bounce between whichever you think is the good theme.
That's the best
for
way to do
you.
it. If you,
Yeah.
if you don't do both in the
Yeah.
same year.
Like I heard this year's Universal. I've heard from some sources I trust that it was very good.
Yeah.
But a lot of people told me it wasn't great because they bit off more than they chewed. They had like 9 haunted houses and they technically only have room for 6. You know, well, when you can go to Knott's and they say they have 13 and you walk
Yeah.
around going like, oh yeah,
They got a legit
you have
13.
13.
Yeah.
Granted, would we say 10 out of the 13 were excellent? Which is a pretty good
No,
ratio.
that's a really good ratio.
Yeah.
We only went to 10, and then there's like the 3 like pay extra for.
Okay, yeah.
And-
So we didn't do the pay extra,
and, like,
but out of
8
those 10 though, 8 were solid and 2 were kind of like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those 8 were real good. And the 2 were like, nah, well, compared to what else I've done tonight, it's just
Sure.
not your best work.
So I mean, no, they're worth the drive and the money
Yeah.
because they are worth. Now, I love that Disney got involved with it. Now they don't do haunted houses, but they do the trick or treat thing. They
Sure.
do the big like, hey, you come, you dress up, you can walk around in Disney in a costume.
Yeah.
and there's kind of something neat about that.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you're not required to wear a Disney costume.
All right.
But you probably should because it's fucking Disneyland.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying
You know what?
you don't
There's
show
so
up
many,
as Satan at Disneyland.
Grant,
You know,
there are
it's like-
so many other days that are organized to dress up as something else.
Oh, I know. It's so frustrating now.
At Disneyland, it's kind of weird, and I do want to participate in some of them.
Oh, I would love to do Dapper Days.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't have enough money to afford that kind of dapper outfit.
And
also,
then the Disney ticket.
dapper people were starving when they were dapper. I'm too fat. They don't make dapper fat clothing. You know? There's also Bike Day where like the hardcore bikers all go with their like Sons of Anarchy vests. And then you get up close and you look at it and it's like a Star Wars bike club. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, you're not even
You're not
a
hard.
speeder bike is not a bike. It's like, you
Can't wait till the
fucking
Harley
nerd.
speeder bike comes out.
Before we leave this thing, next time, whatever you guys go to next year, please take me with you.
All right.
I want to go to one of these things.
The 3 of us actually don't do enough together.
It's true.
Well, that's why we have this podcast.
Literally the only thing we do together is this.
We need
We're
outside.
starting. We're starting.
Yeah, we're starting. We're starting.
No, they're great. I mean,
Yeah.
and this year I felt some of them are really good. My favorite thing is when you're in the haunted house and the person is either too slow or someone else had walked by them previously.
Yeah.
So you catch them in the reset.
Yeah.
And then they either have a choice.
Yeah.
Let you just walk by.
Or try.
Or try. And my favorite was that one, the guy that went after my friend Mike's roommate Jackie, and he was like, "Meh." And she goes, "Oh, you didn't even try." And he kind of was like, "Sorry." Like he apologized. And she was like, "Motherfucker, you apologize?" It's like,
And she like a 6-foot Leslie Jones big.
oh, she
black
was
girl.
fantastic.
She was-
her weave,
she was
or
all
not
over.
her weave,
Her hair.
her fro,
Yeah.
it was almost as good as yours. Like it was just
Nice.
like, damn. And I love that the silhouette through the fog.
Oh, yeah, that
you
was
could
fun.
see it, and I was like,
That was
she is legit right now. Like I loved her. She was fantastic.
Now, anyone who is paying enough attention knows that we didn't record last week, so it's been 2 weeks since we've sat down. Is it just me, or did his fro get bigger?
Oh, it's bigger.
Oh, I
Notice-
actually let it out more.
Oh yeah,
today.
no.
Okay.
He teased the shit. He
it's
hit the shit out of that.
legitimately bigger.
No, no.
You teased it for us a little?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Just to
yeah.
be
No,
bit
he
of a
motherfucker's
podcast.
combing the desert. He ain't found shit, but he's still combing.
You look good.
Honestly, I think it just comes down to which do you want to prefer.
No,
There's no real debate because they're both good holidays. They both bring about family, depending on what you do. They both don't have to be, or they can be about religion.
And they both have somebody ruining it.
I guess.
The super fundamental Christians and the douchebag college guys.
Well, I just figured there's always a fundamental Christian ruining something. Like,
And there's always a douchey college guy ruining
sure.
something.
Of course. I
My
mean-
apologies to the douche. I'm not apologizing for the Christians. They ruin a lot of things.
The fundamentalist Westboro fucks.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Those are the worst.
They are
Y'all
the
voted
worst.
for Trump. Racist, homophobic, fucking fuck you.
Bags of dicks, every one of them.
Yeah, no, I think Jordan would be a blast to. Have you? But you've been to a haunted house.
Oh
though.
yeah.
Are you the jumpy scary type, or are you cold and dead inside?
I'm the laugh at. Oh, that's great.
Do you jump?
Sometimes I jump. Yeah.
Okay,
right.
so he's kind of a mix between us.
Yeah, you're the middle, I guess.
Yeah, you're in the middle. He's dead inside and feels nothing. Like it is amazing. They will jump out at him. He will not move.
I'll
like
laugh.
It is. Yeah, you laugh.
But I don't
But you
jump.
laugh because you're having fun.
Yeah.
But it's like he did like, ugh, and he looks and he goes,
But here's the weird thing though. But I'm the guy who, if I play a scary video game, I lose my goddamn mind. Like,
sure. I wouldn't
'Cause
know.
You're not in a safe environment.
Yeah.
You like your brain doesn't like they're actors. They're always actors in there, and
Yeah.
I'm never afraid for my life.
I'm the third type. I run. I will push him down. I will push him towards the killer. I will trip your ass for the zombie to attack you, and I will run.
His fucking clammy meat hooks have grabbed my shoulders and shaken me so hard. It's like, I don't want to die.
It's the only time I feel alive, man. Because when a fake thing jumps out at me.
see, I really want to make my own haunted house where every time a group goes in, there's one actor with you.
They kind of did that this year with some of those haunted houses.
There-
we had
yeah,
some.
yeah.
They're
It
getting
was-
more
it was very
creative with
clearly
it.
like, oh, this is a guy who's a part of this attraction, and
Yeah.
not like a plant like you're talking about. I think.
Yeah,
But
but
I
both
mean-
are good.
I mean, like, he's walking with you, everything's fine. You think he's just a normal dude. Then he just gets murdered, like, and gets dragged off.
They
So-
did that at the Star Trek experience in Vegas.
Yeah.
Like you're being given a tour by like Ensign Johnson. And like and Ensign Johnson's like, and we're gonna turn this way. And then like a Borg hand comes up,
Yeah.
grabs the bitch and goes up through the ceiling and then blood drops and you're like, did Ensign Johnson just get killed? I'm like, clearly it's part of the show, but goddamn.
Wow, was not ready for that.
No, I think my favorite story ever is Vampire Techno Club. Yeah, because it goes from usually 7 to 2, 7 to 1, depending on you Friday or Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
And it was our last one for the year or of the night.
Yeah.
And it was like Vampire Masquerade. I mean, it was the opening of Blade, essentially, was
Yeah.
the theme. So it's techno, it's like vampire blood, and there's all these vampire people everywhere. This girl must have been on her 6th hour without a break
Oh, jeez.
on the pole. And
Yeah.
she was so tired. Yeah. Her feet hurt. You could see it on her face. Like she had like one fang. Like she was just kind of like, ooh. And I was like,
Not even lifting her feet.
oh
just
no.
scuffing-
Like it was
scuffing
like
the go-go floor.
she's tired.
Yeah.
It's like- so it's good things like that to
Yeah, yeah.
enjoy. But what is one Christmas tradition that you do at your house?
We actually have no real Christmas tradition.
So you like it, but you don't really care about it. Okay, I understand.
We always go to my mom's house. That's the tradition.
I mean, like you don't eat something, you don't watch something.
we
you
have
don't.
we have a Christmas dinner, but like those seems like standard. Like a Christmas tradition sounds like something that like you do that's kind of unique and not the same thing everyone else does. I assume everybody goes, gathers together, has a good meal, and opens presents together.
I
That
think
hasn't happened for a long time in our house.
I think for me it's not so much the Christmas day, the presents, all that stuff. Well, I think it's just everything that surrounds it. Where it's just like, yeah, you have all these nice, beautiful lights. You have to go down Candy Cane Lane or Christmas Card Lane, and just these
But
areas
even
that.
if that was like, we don't do that either.
Yeah,
It's
but
been a
I-
while since I've done that, but I like doing that.
yeah,
shit.
yeah. I just mean like in general. I think that's a good
Those
thing
are
about
traditions.
Christmas. Like,
Yeah.
like you get stuff like that happening, which is
Yeah.
cool. That's what I like about Christmas, the Christmas season at least.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, because the way Christmas is for me this year, it's just me and my mom and dad. My brother's in Florida, can't spend it with him. Last year it was just me because my parents were in Italy. My brother's in Florida, so I'm just by myself.
I've had a Christmas like that.
All right, yeah. Mm.
I had friends come over and we did a very hipster Christmas, which was fun. Then like last year was when we went to Florida. The year before that I was by myself. Then the year before that was like one of the few times as our family is all together. And like, I just have a weird thing with Christmas because I never really had that Christmas morning thing. Oh yeah, let's go open our presents, because we never had presents really. We just get the stuff throughout the year. It's like I got enough stuff.
You get a list of things that you've gotten that year, and now is the time to appreciate them again.
And now my parents are like, "What'd you get me?"
Can you do it in your dad's accent that you've told me he has, and not just me assuming?
He does. My dad does have a Jamaican accent.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, you just became 20 times more interesting. Does he say, like Jamaican, or like Barbados, Jamaica?
Like Jamaican, but like if he's talking to you normally, he's like, he talks normal, he talks slow, so you can understand it.
Sure,
but then when when we get with his best friend Clive, he's like a neighbor. It's just words all over the place. You don't know what's happening. They both sound like they're pissed off, but they're not.
Fantastic. That's the best gift I've received all year.
That's the gift that gives all year,
And herpes.
and also herpes, I guess. Only a couple times a year during the flare-ups.
No, but it's always there.
But it's always with you, just like Halloween. It's always with you inside.
There's three things always with you: Halloween, the Force, and herpes.
Which in some places, the Force is a space herpes.
All right, now I think we're just throwing things at the wall. All right, so and last week we said we'd take a picture. We didn't.
Oh, I didn't know we were supposed to take a photo.
We said it in the podcast. We will take a picture today, and
As a
if
placeholder.
nothing else, as a placeholder, nothing else. That will be the artwork. So hopefully, maybe this is the first podcast you're listening to on iTunes, Stitcher, and wherever the fuck else, Libsyn.
I can safely say there will still be no artwork this week.
Okay, good to know. So you'll see our faces just fresh after podcasting, and that will be the artwork that greets you this
Great.
week. And until we figure something else out, maybe we'll just take a picture.
And then you get to guess who is who.
Yeah. My voice broke a little right there. I'm a little embarrassed.
I mean, obviously everyone's gonna know who I am.
Yeah.
The handsome one.
You know what? I wasn't sure where you were going. I was like, you know what? I like bait and switch. Good call. Good call.
Because the other one was too obvious. Too obvious.
You the one with the hair? Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
It's like the dip of a roller coaster. You know it's coming, but you're never quite ready. Like, is it going to be a loop after this, or is it going to be a hard bank after this? We know we're in for something. Also, we have social medias that
Meh.
we'll. I kind of feel like the official launch of the podcast is when we'll start really doing something, and even then, we don't know how we're going to handle it. But
Yeah.
I feel this is all just for us.
yeah, you know what? We're talking it out loud, but also maybe someone will hear it. It depends on how I feel when I edit this tomorrow.
I think you should edit it out. There was a lot up front.
If you made it this far, thank
We're
you.
so-
Oh, the longer we go, the more that has to get cut out at the beginning.
That's fair.
It might just go straight into Star Wars. They probably will.
As it should. Let's be realistic. Yeah.
It's when we got the most heated, and just everything else will be just lost on the editing room floor.
Oh, you could release it as like, the 50th episode. Here's some outtakes.
Here's all the shit that wasn't good enough to go in the podcast.
You think it's cute? You're gonna think we're gonna make it a 50.
It could happen. This is fun. So social medias at LORC podcast. Personal social medias, Graphite Night everywhere.
Jordan is a bear everywhere.
And Leland doesn't want to divulge.
Still nothing on social media.
Nothing for you.
Nothing.
So I guess come back next week.
Yeah.
Do you want to sing it out? I mean, parting words.
We'll see you later. Have a good time. Have a Merry Christmas and be safe.
You mean happy holidays, sir?
Oh yeah, no. You know it's gonna. I don't
May
wanna
the
get
winter
into it.
solstice spread joy throughout your farm.
Have a happy Christmas Hanukkah.
There you go. That's the one. That's the one.
Shut this off.
None of your business. Thoughts too fast to comprehend. Just wanna do right by my friends. If years were seasons, this December would be the December of our December. More blueprints than Howard Hughes. But if there are blueprints, how do we choose? We have to be happy to get to the end. We have to save Christmas to save our friends. We have to save Christmas to save our friends. We have to save Christmas to save our friends.
Hey guys! Rapping?
Yep. Wanna join us?
Totally! Wait, you guys never let me rap with you.
Well, we're gonna need all hands on deck if we're gonna go to regionals.
Cool! I just need to study, though, in my room. So have fun!